Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. Today's video is going to be a first impressions try on review of the Viseart Cashmerie palette. I picked this up, it took 18 days to get here, but it came in the mail today and I'm so excited to try this out. I've heard such good things about this and I feel like ever since I saw that it was a palette in general, I was always really wanting to try it. I've wanted to try Viseart for a really long time. I always went back and forth about this palette and then one of their quads, like the little petite 4-pan eyeshadow palettes, of course. I landed on getting this one because I felt like it was a better value for the price because you're getting 12 shades versus 4. I ended up paying around $40 for this. I did use a discount code that's no longer available, unfortunately, because it did take so long to get here. And I did end up paying shipping for it because the only other palette that I was interested in that would have gotten me over the shipping, like the free shipping threshold, was sold out. So I just decided to pick up the one that I wanted and go ahead and pay shipping. So it kind of all evened out to where I almost just paid full price for the palette and then got free shipping, but I did use a discount code. So Viseart is a brand, like I said, I've always wanted to try. I have always noticed that their packaging is kind of odd in comparison to a lot of palettes. It has kind of this like trifold sort of a thing. So it pops out here, it's magnetic, and then it kind of folds again, and then it completely opens. So it's kind of on like that, instead of just having the top, it does have the fold too. So I guess you're able to kind of maneuver it as you might want. It also can kind of flip all the way back and then magnetize here as well. This is a professional brand, but this palette came out as more of a curated color story, I believe, for kind of an everyday consumer to be able to use it. So I think they kind of gained a lot of popularity about this palette from what I noticed on social media at least, but I'm really excited to try it. I did use the Urban Decay primer potion to prime the eyelids, and then other than that, I think it's time. Let's just go ahead and jump into the palette. I don't know that there's shade names or anything, so I'm just going to kind of point. I'm going to use the lightest matte shade, and I'm going to use this just to kind of set the eyeshadow base and blend it sort of everywhere. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer. My face makeup is looking pretty bad, so just try and ignore that, I guess. But it is what it is. Can't always be perfect, and it was nice to kind of try out that combination, even though it didn't turn out the best. I think the Physicians Formula foundation for me is going to be kind of like add in a little bit to another foundation to help the other one be more full coverage. But for me and what I really prefer, I think this is just kind of a little bit too much coverage. It kind of just sinks into my lines. You can see here, like it's sunk into my forehead lines, and I just don't really like that, but it's not what this video is about. I'm also going to bring this eyeshadow on the lower lash line because why not add more powder to the crepey area? But I'm hoping that'll help it from creasing more. These forehead lines are no joke. Okay, I kind of wanted more of a pink look, so I think I will start out with the pink matte shade. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of it, and then I think I'm even going to kind of tap some on the back of my hand, get a little bit of the pigment off. I'm going to try and lightly build this up. I have heard that these shadows can be sort of overly pigmented in a good way because, like I did say, this brand of palettes is supposed to be for professional use, so it kind of sometimes it sounds like not be so user-friendly for just like the everyday makeup consumer. But with a light hand, that's blending really well. Pick up just a little bit more. I'm going to start to blend it in a little bit. I think I'm going to put this brown shade on the inner portion of the crease because I do want to try out several of the shades. With a different crease brush, I'm going to pick up the brown shade. Again, I'm going to tap this off on my hand a little bit for the first time going in with it, just because, well, I'm actually going to do it for the second time too. I did tap a little bit of this pigment off as well because I don't want it to be too harsh right away. I want to be able to really blend them together and build them up. Okay, I'm going to go back into the purple shade that we were using, and I'm not going to tap it off this time. I am picking up a little bit more than earlier. I want to kind of like press this into the outer corner and then bring it up to the crease. This is blending really nicely. I'm excited to try some of these shimmer shades out. I haven't even swatched them yet. I was just so excited to actually create a look with this palette. because I have just looked at it so much online that I've been really just ready to try it out for myself. And then I'm going to run this along the lower lash line as well without picking up any more product. Okay, that blended really nicely. I feel like it's got a little line right here, if you can see it. It's a little bit light. Sometimes that does happen to me with matte shades, so I don't want to say that that's this palette. It did seem to blend really nicely, so I think that might just be my skin. It's been really dry and not the best lately. Okay, I want to take a smaller fluffy brush and go in between this lighter matte brown shade and then the deeper one. I'm going to tap the brush off and then pack this on the outer corner. Okay, I want to see if I can kind of build the purple a little bit more, because I think as I put the other shades on, it kind of just looked a little bit faded. Okay, I feel like this formula might take me some getting used to, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I typically would put on NYX Glitter Glue at this point and then apply a shimmer shade, but I don't know why I'm feeling like I want to try the shimmers without the glitter glue first. I have no idea what shade I want to use. I just don't know how to pick. So I think I'm just going to start by swatching them because I don't know what I want to use. Those are so pretty. That is so pretty. I really like that. Okay. Okay, so that fourth one is more kind of just like glittery, which was the one right here. It has a lot of glitters to it. That'd probably be really pretty over a NYX Glitter Glue. And then here's the last four shimmers. Those are really pretty. I will say, based on swatches, these kind of remind me of the Moira shadows, which those palettes are $17. So, I mean, that's pretty cool that they swatch pretty similarly to this. I think I want to use this first shade and then maybe this one as kind of a topper on the inner portion. I think I'm going to try that today. I wanted to go a little bit more purple, which is why I went with the purple matte shade, but let's just go ahead and go with the purple shimmer shades too. So I'm going to pick up this very first shade in the palette just on my finger, and like I said, I do want to try this without glitter glue first just to see how it does. If I was going to wear this for longer than just a little bit, I would definitely wear glitter glue, but I am not, so I figured let's just try and put it on. It actually went on really nicely without glitter glue. And then I'm going to take this lighter kind of lavender sort of a shade, and I want to put that on the inner portion of the lid. I like those two shades. I'm not blown away by them. This is just like a nice, pretty neutral palette, so that's kind of what I've been into lately, but I do really like it as a whole so far. Okay, I'm actually really liking this so far. I kind of want to pick up just a tad of this deeper shimmer and put it on the outer corner. Ooh, that's really pretty. Really like that. And then I'm just going to kind of blend around the shimmer shades. This brush doesn't really have anything on it, so I'm just kind of using it to blend a little bit without adding any more pigment. I really like this look though. It's like really subtle, but it's like a nice purple look. I really like this a lot. I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara and then I'll be right back to show you the completed look, because I feel like a look is not complete without mascara. Okay, so I just added mascara to the top lashes. I did decide to leave the bottom lashes low. Okay, I added mascara to the top lashes, but I decided to leave the bottom lashes bare. I don't know if I'm already regretting that or not, but I did want to add this lightest shimmer shade to the inner corner. Okay, I don't know about, I feel like I need mascara on the bottom lashes. I'm just not much of a mascara only on the top kind of person. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add it to the bottom lashes. I tried. You guys saw, lasted for about 20 seconds. I'm just used to seeing my eyes like that, I guess. Okay, so this is the final look that I created for the first look using the Viseart Cashmerie palette. I am not exactly sure if I would suggest it just quite yet, and the only reason is because, especially if you don't like to sort of build up your shadows, And if you like a more buildable type of shadow to where it's going to be lighter in the beginning and you can kind of go in with a heavy hand, I don't know that you would like it. So I think it's really dependent on what you're looking for. I do feel like the packaging seems a little bit cheap. I like the outer portion. I think it's pretty. But the inner portion, it's just this plastic kind of casing, and it kind of reminds me of like the Ulta Beauty massive set that comes with like 100 and something pieces. It's just like a piece of plastic that has shadows in them. Also, this shadow right here is crooked. I don't know if you can tell. And I think you can pop the shades out, so I might just need to like retry and put it in there. But it is crooked, like crooked placement from shipping. So, okay, I don't know. I try to fix it, but it seems like it just wants to sit pretty crooked either way. So I don't love that, but I mean, that's fine. Otherwise, I really like it so far. I just feel like first impression reviews aren't always the most helpful, so I would definitely plan to keep you guys updated. I kind of do like that it's smaller. At first I kind of thought that was a downside, but these shades are so pigmented, they'll probably take me forever and a day to ever hit pan on them. So, you know, I'm not that worried about it. It did just kind of catch me off guard that it was so much smaller than I had expected it to be. So I'm excited to keep using it. I actually really like the way this look turned out. So, you know, I feel like my standards are really high for eyeshadow palettes when I first try them, but I honestly really like how this look turned out, and it didn't take that long to create. So once I get the hang of especially the matte shades, I really feel like I'm gonna really love this palette. That is all I have to share in this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching, seeing me create my first look with the palette. Be sure to let me know if you guys want to see another look created with it. I am very excited to keep using it, so I would love to film another video with it. So be sure to let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. But if you did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And also, if you want to subscribe to my channel to see more content from me, I would really appreciate that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.